nylon string jazz guitar. How is the dome doing since the introduction?
Oh yes, very good. I've introduced the dome in 2010, 2 years ago now, and since then I've sold 6 of them. I made maybe 10 or 12, so I think there's a market for the model.
And why do you think that the dome is so successful?
Well, it has many features that appeal to jazz guitar, to steel string jazz guitar players that want to switch over or sometimes use a nylon string guitar. Many nylon string guitars, they feel like the classical guitar, and a jazz player wants this jazz feel. So I started with myself. You know, I thought, well, I'm a player. I play jazz. I want to play a guitar that feels like a jazz guitar, but still has the nylon string tone. So it has a higher bridge and the size of the jazz guitar. A jazz player just feels at home with the guitar.
And do you make them to order?
No. I can make it to order, of course, but I like to make domes in advance, just to have them in the workshop, and then I make videos and I post them on the internet, and so I try to have a nice selection of domes in the workshop.
Is there a preference among customers for the fixed bridge or the floating style archtop bridge?
No. This is the model with the fixed bridge, which looks, well, it doesn't really look traditional. The floating bridge has a more, for the jazz guitar player, has a more traditional look. So when I started out, I thought that maybe customers would prefer this traditional look with the floating bridge and the tailpiece. But like I said, I've sold 6, and 3 of them were with the tailpiece, and 3 of them with the fixed bridge. So there doesn't seem to be any preference among players.
You are using different woods for the top, now besides Sitka spruce. Can you tell something more about that?
Yeah, these 2 guitars, this is a redwood top, this is the other one is cedar, and I started out with Sitka spruce for the tops because it's a tough wood, and I have to get it into the shape, the dome shape of the top. And later on I started using other woods like redwood in this guitar or cedar, and you get a little bit different sound and a different look, but now I like to experiment with different types of wood. Yeah.
So, these are the strong points of the dome.
Yeah, the strong points are of course the sound, the playability, the feel, and the look. People also like the look of the guitar, which is, it's simple. It has the style of the classical guitar, and still it's a jazz guitar. So the look is also an important feature, I think. Yeah.
Seems like you are clearly enjoying making them. What makes the dome so much fun to make?
Oh yeah, it's well, the fun starts when I select woods. For the dome I can use many styles of different woods. With the steel string guitars, it's Sitka spruce for the top and maple for the back. That's pretty much it. But with the dome I can experiment with many types of different woods. So the fun starts when I look through my wood and start to make combinations of this back and this top. And for example, I've some very nice wood. Is koa from Hawaii. Well, I could combine this with a redwood top with flames. Very nice wood. Or maybe, you know, go for a lighter look with Port Orford cedar, which also has some flames. And so I can, when I start out, I invent, I make a guitar with different styles of wood for the look and for the sound also, of course.
How did you get the idea for the blue berry dome?
The berry dome, maybe 5 or 6 years ago I made a steel string guitar with baritone tuning. So I thought, well, why not try it with the dome? So this is it.
And how does it sound?
Well, it sounds low, of course. So now it's tuned to B, low B. You can hear the low note. Much lower than I use the French frets to get a higher scale length at the bass strings, because they sound better with longer scale. And the French frets, they work quite well. You don't even notice that they are not straight like the usual frets. This is the acoustic sound, it's not amplified.
Will we see more domes in 2012? And are there plans for special instruments like the baritone?
Oh yes, sure. I will make. I hope to make 6 or 8 domes next year with different kinds of wood. And I'm going to make a special guitar among these, which is it's not a 6 string, it's not a 7 string. It has more strings, but oh, that's all I can tell about it now. It's going to be a big surprise when it's finished, I think.
Wow, I can't wait to see the new guitars. Thanks for the interview, Daniel.
Okay, you're welcome.